Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Oh my freaking goodness. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And every single time that I open up a Wii knife, there's a certain amount of excitement. I can't help it. I'm giddy and it slows me down and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's it gonna feel like? What's it gonna be? And you know, there's always a little bit of accoutrement that comes with it. And oh yeah, that's not even the knife in the box, but that's a very cool sticker. I have that knife. It is very cool. But if you have not experienced a Wii knife yet, and you're a knife collector or knife aficionado, not aficionado, what's the word? I keep missing, what's the word? A knife connoisseur, a connoisseur. But you're looking for a grail knife, one that's a little higher quality, feels higher quality, has higher quality materials and craftsmanship. There's just nothing like getting a new Wii knife and feeling it's okay. Let me just show you this one. Are you ready? Oh, this is the Wii knife sine wave. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Hand rubbed and satin titanium handle. Oh my gosh, it has a stonewash blade. The blade, I'll tell you right now, is an M390 blade steel, baby. Look at that. Ooh, so shiny. And by the way, there's 5 different variants of this knife, and I'll show you those different variants here in just a minute, so stand by. It has is that a reversible? No, it's not a reversible clip. It's a 3D milled titanium clip. And look at this. I love this thing. It's floating around. It's literally floating. It's a floating backspacer. Would you look at it and check it out? There is room, just enough. You can get a lanyard in there. You could put whatever size lanyard you want. There's a lot of room, but I like how it doesn't stick way out. It doesn't become too much of the aesthetic of the knife. I'm not a big fan of lanyard holes that just take away from the aesthetics of the knife. And then it has these nice grooves. Wow. I will tell you this, that these grooves are sharp. The inside of those, there is no joking around. There is no chamfering on the inside of these. I don't know, would you call that fullers? I'm not sure what you would call that. There's your Wii insignia. And look here, the hand-drawn action on the, oh yeah, look at that. I love those lines. That's something that Wii does. And then here you go. It's a flipper knife, which really makes me excited because I love flipper knives. A lot of people don't because they don't like a pocket pecker. They don't want a big flipper sticking out. And that's what they did. Look at the lines of this bad boy. And it has nice jimping. Are you ready to see this blade? Oh, look at this. Ooh, look at this. You can't even see the liner. Oh, yes. It's a nested liner lock. Let's get this blade out. Ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Look at that. Whoo-hoo. Look at that blade. Just look at it. That's a big blade too. This blade's not messing around. By the way, this is a 4-inch blade. It's a 3.98 inch blade, 101 millimeters. So you can't get closer to 4 inches without being 4 inches. You know, it's always nice to at least have 4 inches, right? So all you folks, all you guys, all you gals that want a bigger knife, like a 4-inch blade, I like what they did here. It just adds a little bit of, I'm wanting to say ambiance. That is not the word. I'm at a loss for words. That's okay. This is M390 blade steel. I like the way it looks. It's a drop point, and it has this little flat right here, but yet at the top you have a swedge, and then the ricasso flat just comes to this point and stops. I like what they did there. There is room for sharpening if you are going to use this. I can't imagine there's folks out there that, you know, that whatever your budget, there's a knife out there for, oh my gosh, that is buttery smooth. Holy freaking cow. Look at that. There is your liner lock that is nested, and there is plenty of room. Look how smooth. Look how smooth. It just, oh my gosh. So easy. There's not really a whole lot, if any, of cutaway to get to that liner lock, but there's so much room, and you can see where they chamfered it out, they milled it out just a little bit. So there's plenty of room for your thumb to fit in there. And then this is a drop shut knife, which is not a surprise. Let me give you a little bit of acoustics. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. Look at this. Very nice, clean looking pivot. I like what they're doing with the pivots. It's kind of whatever that is, the indentation. You know, I had somebody making fun of me the other day in the comments in one of my videos saying, "You use stupid words. You should be more intelligent. You should talk more like a man." Dude, I'm not insecure in my manhood to the point where I have to talk like that. If you are into knives and you appreciate knives and you don't take yourself that serious, then you should be going goo-goo and gaga over things like this. Even if it's not in your price range, these are the kind of knives that people save up money for. Rather than buying 2 or 3 of the knives they were looking at, they'll go to Blade Binge and sell a couple knives so they can get one like this. And you know what's something else cool that I forgot to mention? I think I forgot to mention, I have a standing 15% off code to We Knives. So it's free shipping plus 15% off. These are not low-cost knives. They are definitely premium knives with premium materials. Now this bad boy from tip to tip is 8.84 inches, 225 millimeters long. It's 1.5 inches wide. Your overall height, including the clip, is 0.67 inches, 17 millimeters. Your blade, like I told you before, is 3.98 inches, 101 millimeters. Your close length is 4.86 inches. So it's 4.9 inches. It's almost a 5-inch close and almost a 4-inch blade. This comes in at less than 5 ounces for this much knife. Now, we already know, let's see. Oh yeah, the fit. I didn't even check, but it's expected with We Knife. There's no movement left or right, up or down, like laterally, nothing, 0 whatsoever. My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3 inches from here to here, and from the quarter, I forgot the numbers. 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. You got to have fun, right? So this is what it looks like in my hand. There's plenty of room for all you big-handed fellas. It's very nice. I'm not getting any hot spots, but I am going to mention this again because it is making itself well known. The edges of these fullers are sharp. Like, I'm going to say that they would almost be sharp enough to cut your finger on. Let's see if I can get in here and show you. I'm not sure that I can get in with enough detail to give you a look. They are very sharp. So that's something to keep in mind, to take into consideration. Like, I don't see myself cutting with them, but they feel like they could if you really ran your finger hard. They're that abrupt, which, you know what, I kind of appreciate because it gives me a very different tactile feel than I have felt on any scales anywhere ever on a knife. I like it. Oh my gosh. So I noticed when I put my hands around here, that I'm really feeling, there's nothing more grippy than that is. So it's extremely grippy and sharp. I might be overstating by the fact that saying that you might be able to cut yourself with it. That might be going over a little overboard, but that does make my point of just how abrupt the cut is. They're not chamfered whatsoever. And you know what? Truth be told, it does give you a grip that you're not going to drop this knife. It does help hold your fingers in. And I've never experienced a grip sideways like this that actually, that is very cool. Oh my gosh, I'm liking this. I've never experienced that before. The way that it just automatically holds onto my fingers, that is fantastic. I'm liking that. Holy moly. But you can see, large hands, you're going to have no problem. This is a large knife. There's no jimping along the spine. It's just nice and clean. And you can choke up because there's no flipper that was sticking out here. So therefore, you don't have a flipper sticking out here. And then as far as your plunge grind's kind of like disappearing up into here. I don't see a lot of people using this for a work knife and doing a lot of sharpening with it. This is more of a looker, more of a knife that you appreciate. And, you know, I have no problem using a knife like this. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. It's a dropper. It's impressive. And at some point, I've probably shown you the different variants up on your screen. They always end up having one version or one variant of the knife that is the dressed out, that has the super fancy handles, you know, the flame anode. And I know that you can get this one with the Damasteel blade. And the Damasteel blade version of this knife, of the sine wave, is something I would definitely love to have sitting on my desk up on a little stand opens, just so I can look at it. Just look at it. So tell me what you think about the new WE sine wave. It is a very sexy knife. I like it. Now go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.